So you did it. You did it. I'm so proud of you. You listened to me drone on about SQL for literally hours. You deserve a badge, a medal, a pat on the back, a hug, whatever you need. Treat yourself. That's what I'm saying. This is a lot of information to come at you all at once, but I'm going to assert now that you have a pretty good working knowledge of how to be a developer with SQL. I'm going to say that you probably now have more knowledge than a lot of seasoned developers about SQL, because most developers don't bother to go in and learn their tools, right? They just kind of learn by necessity and don't bother digging any further than that. I think what you did is better. I think this is going to make you a better developer, and I think you can do most, 95% of the surface area of SQL you can all do here. There's ways to grow and continue and advance in this, learn more about all the various different inner workings, but this is a really good working knowledge for an application developer. So some final thoughts. Almost all of what you learned, with some exceptions like JSONB, applies to MySQL, Oracle, SQLite, SQL Server. SQL is a general spec. All these things generally apply across most of these. Many of them are like copy and pastable as is into other databases. If it's not that, it's minor modification. This course was exclusively focused on using a database and not setting up a database. If you want to do things like sharding and running multiple databases, there are like ops classes that you should take, and I'm just not qualified to teach on those kind of things. We didn't cover ORMs. We talked a little bit about that. I tend to not use them because I tend to fight them more than, it's really useful if you're in their happy path, and it's miserable if you're outside of the happy path. I would rather just be a little uncomfortable all the time rather than have to fight it. I don't like tools that I have to fight, in other words. So I don't use ORMs hardly ever. But that's a decision for you and your team to make. And then we didn't talk a ton about execution order. That might be something for you to go look into. That's just when does a select happen versus when does a where happen versus when does the order by happen. Again, for 99% of this course, other than the having section, you didn't have to care, and you probably still don't have to care. So you can just kind of tackle that when you get there. The last thing I have for you is, or last challenge I have for you as application developers, you have this now movie database that you're now very familiar with. I would like you all to go make a movie website. I don't have them on the website or on the site yet. By the time this gets posted, we'll have it there. I actually have designs for you that you can actually go and adhere to. But you'll have to write the CSS and JavaScript. I'm not doing that for you this time. You got it once, you're not getting it twice. And make a movie database. You also don't have to use my designs, but it was done by a professional designer that designed the course website, designed the recipe website. So I think I melted everyone's brain. There's not a lot left. I sympathize. I was here too, so there's not a lot left in my brain either. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.